So I have 11 actors and actresses backstage that are just so excited. So a couple of things I need to tell you before we get started, because I know maybe some of our guests here have not been reading the blog to know what inspired us to write this play. So, My Father's Dragon was the first dragon book that we read, and it just sparked the children's imagination. And then we went on to Elmer and the Dragon, and it became clear the children were saying, we have to have a play about dragons. And then there were others who said, well, wait, there have to be magical creatures. And then there were others who said, wait, there have to be animals. And so that was this was the spark that helped us write our play. And if you can imagine 11 children coming together to snap their ideas together. So some wrote the beginning, some wrote the middle, and some wrote the end. And magically, we came up with a play that everyone is excited about. So are you ready back there? Yeah. Okay, so Peter Buonancontro, who is the upper school acting coach, has been helping us, and he said he was going to be here this morning to work the sound through this system, but I'm going to use low tech because he's not here. But he might show up and come and grab my laptop, so if that happens, that's what's going on. The other piece, and friends, I went and taped up with gaffer's tape the sets. If the sets fall down, the show will go on. But for now, it seems like everything is good. Okay. Welcome to the mega magical planet of assumptions, written by the Primary Friendship Nature Explorers. Scene 1. Once upon a time, there was a planet called Mega Magical Planet Earth. It was a magical place where there were forests, mountains, sky, space, and a frozen land called Saber-Tooth Tiger Land. There were magical creatures living in a palace in the sky and animals living in the forest.
I am Claire, the magical baby Tina's wings. I am Tecumseh, and I am shy around new creatures, but I am also proud to be Queen of Fairies. I am Melissa, the magical baby bunny. I am shy around new creatures. I am Icy Owl, and I am helpful. I am Lion King, the light, and I am brave, and I'm the king of the forest. My name is Clever the Fox, and I am clever.
Dragons lived in a cave on the mountains and in a castle in the sky.
I am Fierce the Dragon, and I'm ferocious. I'm Rocky the Dragon, and I'm as strong as a rock, and I can breathe fire. My name is Lightning, the magical dragon, and I am courageous, and I can breathe fire, too.
A prehistoric creature lived in Saber-Tooth Land.
My name is Saber-Tooth, the Saber-Tooth Tiger, and I'm afraid of nothing. tiger escaped the volcano's eruption, he climbed up the mountain to his friends, the dragons. I need your help, as the volcano erupting. I escaped and didn't get burned. There's no more food left. We can find food in the magical forest. It didn't melt. We don't want to get to the magical forest. The magical creatures and the animals might hurt us. I don't want to go. I don't want to go either. We still should go because there's no food left. If we don't have food, we might die. Yes, let's go with Sabretooth. The Sabretooth tiger. The Sabretooth tiger finally convinced them to go to the magical forest. They made a plan. The Sabretooth tiger climbed onto the dragon's back and they flew to the magical forest. They landed on top of the tree so no one could see them.
But they were wrong. One of the magical creatures, Alyssa the magical bunny, saw them and hopped away.
Alyssa, the magical baby bunny went to the castle and told to come to the queen of the fairies what she saw. They were fire-breathing monsters in the tree. They had wings. They were the monster with huge teeth, too. To come to the queen of the fairies was scared. What were these dangerous creatures doing? I think they were hurting plants and hiding in flowers. The other magical creatures were scared, too. Is it dangerous to go outside? I want to sneak up on them and see if they go to our palace. The magical creatures flew to the forest to spy on the monsters.
Scene 4, in the forest. The dragons and the Sabretooth had climbed out of the tree and were on the ground. They were looking for food. They found food on the ground and they ate it.
Delicious! I'm not hungry anymore. I'm stuffed. Let's go and find some more of the same food. Yes, let's go look for some more of the same food if there is any more.
The dragons felt much better after getting some food.
They are eating the food that we planted. How dare they? I want to stay in the bushes. I don't want them to see me. We need a plan. Let's go to the magical forest and see if the animals can help. We need your help fighting the fire-breathing monsters and the beasts that huge teeth that are taking the food that we planted. Will you help us? Sure, we'll help. Will you help us find them? Sure, we'll all help together. I have seen them in the trees.
The animals and the magical creatures followed the dragons and the Sabretooth to figure out why they were in the magical forest.
Scene 5 in the forest. The dragons and Sabretooth tiger explored the magical forest, looking for more food. They found the animals' dens, homes, and caves. I'm afraid if we sneak in there, the animals might hurt us. Look, there's no animals in these dens, caves, and houses. Maybe we can go inside. There could be booby traps in there. Let's go explore that palace. The magical forest seems to be deserted. There are no creatures living here.
Scene 6, in the palace. The dragons and the Sabretooth came to the palace, but no one was there.
Let's go inside to see who lives there. Wait, did you hear that? Someone is coming. Let's go hide behind that curtain.
When the magical creatures came in, they saw the dragon's tail sticking out. The magical creatures and the animals and the dragons and the saber-tooth were so surprised.
Who are you and why are you here? A volcano erupted and melted all our food, so we came here looking for food in the forest. I knew the volcano erupted, but I didn't know you had no food. Oh, we didn't know that.
Audrey, toast to the audience, everybody.
We didn't know. We didn't know. We thought you were very scary. We can't just judge other creatures. We didn't know. We didn't know. I thought you were hurting our plants. We were starving. We thought you were scary because we thought you would cast a spell on us, but you were not so scary. I thought you were scary because I thought you would eat us. We do look scary, but we thought you would hurt us. We really needed some help looking for food in the forest.
I might. Ethan,
I might help you find more food. We made big assumptions about you, and you made big assumptions about us. We didn't know. We didn't know. We thought you were very scary. We can't just judge other creatures. We didn't know. We didn't know. It is okay to eat our food. If we all work together and plant more food, we can have enough food for everyone. Maybe we should celebrate how we saved the day and made new friends. Everyone go to your home and get something for the party. We'll bake a cake. We'll bring dragon juice. I'll bring cotton candy. We'll bring decorations.
amazing cast of characters.
My name is Andrew, and I played Lion King, the Lion, the King of the Forest, and the narrator. My name is Audrey, and I play Wise the Owl and the narrator. Hola! My name is Clever the Fox, and I play. My name is Meher, and I play Clever the Fox, that's Clever and narrator. Hola! And I played Ethan the Wolf and the narrator. My name is Clara, and I played Tecumseh, the Queen of the Fairies, and also the narrator. My name is Lila, and I played Glitter, the magical baby Cheetah's wings. My name is Griffin, and I played Fear the Dragon. Aloha! My name is Henry, and I played Lightning, the magical dragon. My name is Lucas, and I played Sabretooth, the saber-toothed tiger. Hola! My name is Odin, and I played Rocky the dragon.
And I have to introduce one more person, the amazing Michelle. So this is the time after the play where we usually have the audience ask us questions or give us compliments. So if you have any questions or wonderings, raise a quiet hand and I'll call on you. Yes.
How did when the volcano erupts, how did you make the sound?
Andrew's got to tell about that.
We put marbles in a metal pot and we shaked it.
Oh, and I forgot to introduce, first of all, Peter Bonacontro, our backstage director, sound man, and also acting coach, a teacher who brought his students down here to coach our students. There was one more thing I wanted to say. Miss H is in the audience, and she wrote and composed a song with the children and helped them, use instruments to accompany the song. And then let's see, look at these costumes. Miss Laura helped the children make these costumes, but if you look in the hallway, they were the ones that designed them, and it's all their thinking and their creativity, but she was the one who found the materials for them. Okay, so, but what else did we saw a video. Mr. Austin, who's the tech support person, showed us some videos about being a Foley, which is a sound person for movies, and we got this idea about being creative with materials. Andrew said, marbles, that'll work. Any other questions? Yes?
What was your favorite thing about making the play?
Okay, we can take a couple of people on that. Clara, your hand went up first.
The volcano!
Creating the volcano and having that a part of our play. Griffin?
Making our costume.
Oh, yeah.
Henry?
I connect with Griffin. Me too! I connect with Griffin.
Making your costumes. Andrew?
Drawing the volcano.
Drawing the volcano. That was Andrew's drawing.
Ooh, drawing our castle.
I have a question for you. Did you grow as actors and actresses?
No.
Logan, what would you say?
We did not.
You did not grow as... Let me tell you how they said their parts at the beginning. My name is Tecumseh. No, she didn't know. Clara's a little bit more loud and proud. But you learned how to use your voices, and did they use their bodies too to tell the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. So guess what? You did grow as actors and actresses.
No.
Yeah, it's really true. And look, the audience did. All right. So here's what we're going to do, families. It's going to be photo op time for a few minutes, so you can take photographs. And then the children are going to go back and change out of their costumes. So we'd like you to wait here, and a messenger or two will come down and tell you when it's time for the classroom celebration. And let's see, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, friends, moms who brought snacks, you can come while we're changing and set that up. That will work. Okay. All right, thank you for coming, everybody.
Thank you.
Stay right where you